The CharCole Sports Show, the hottest names and the hottest takes.
Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. where Charlie Prien and Cole Larsch highlight prep sports, college sports, coyote athletics, and professional sports. We would love to hear your questions for us too. The phone lines are always open.
Tune in to the CharCole Sports Show each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. to hear the hottest takes on KAOR Vermilion. CharCole Sports Show, the hottest names and the hottest takes.
Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. where Charlie Prien and Cole Larsch highlight prep sports, college sports, coyote athletics, and professional sports. We would love to hear your questions for us too. The phone lines are always open.
Tune in to the CharCole Sports Show each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. to hear the hottest takes on KAOR Vermilion.
Well, it is Wednesday, March the 25th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in to Season 3, Episode 17 of the CharCole Sports Show. Got a big show to talk about. First up, it's high school basketball and a recap of all the state tournaments. 6 different champions were crowned in 6 different classes. We'll give you the whole rundown on that and how our thoughts and how there was a 8-1 upset in a lot of tournaments over the last couple of weekends. Then we move on to a USD sports update where the women's basketball team has moved on to postseason play past the Summit League tournament. The softball team has started their Summit League schedule as well. Then the biggest segment of the day, it'll be March Madness, the March Madness Challenge, a reaction to the bracket. We are down to the final 16 teams in March. Also, might have some picks at the end of the week. Who knows, after our last couple of weeks in our big segment the other day, we'll see how it all goes. Feel free to call in at any time here in the CharCole Sports Show, 605-658-6813. We'll always answer the phone. Buckle in because the CharCole Sports Show starts right now.
You see Ty's comment. And here it is, the CharCole Sports Show, Season 3, Episode 17, and Cole, it is a Wednesday, like we usually do. We are in the saddle, buckled up with you for the next 58 minutes and change.
Right.
As Cole Larsch just said, we appreciate you tuning in on KAOR, but we are live on YouTube as well. Find us live on YouTube. That is CharCole Sports on YouTube, CharCole Sports on YouTube. You can find the live stream. Cole puts together a nice deck of graphics to check things out. We have a phone call.
Really?
We do. Well, the light's beeping, so here we go.
Let me see who this is.
All right, well,
It's been a while since I've done this.
Yes, I know kind of what you're going to do. Bear with us here. We have a phone call. For those watching on the live stream, you won't be able to hear it.
You've reached the CharCole Sports Show?
Did they hang up?
No.
Who was it?
It was the crew of 101.
Ah. Okay.
Hey,
I should have kind of figured it.
I believe I picked up the phone and said, welcome to, you've reached the CharCole Sports Show. Hey, let's go drowning tonight.
Well, if you're watching the YouTube stream, you can see the comments. One from a great Darcy Larsch saying hi, and hi to you, Darcy. But the greatest of all time, Ty Hansen, wants us to go to Drowning. While we were doing the intro music, Cole and I were debating our if we're going to make that happen. You know, I've never actually been to a drown, and I'm about to graduate.
That's crazy to say.
So maybe we'll see how the Bunions trip goes tonight, and we'll make a decision off of that. But yeah, no, I think that now that we're both actually 21, we're both about to turn 22, man. We're old.
Yeah,
maybe too old for that place.
Yeah. I think we're not in the target demographic anymore.
But no, it's a great time to be alive, Cole. The weather's nice. You went to golf today.
I did.
You're sporting your coyote red skin. I like it.
I had to. My hair was a mess after golf.
I love it, man. But man, it's gonna clear up. Tomorrow's gonna be cold, and then you can see the weather. Of course, the day we fly out to Mexico, it's supposed to be 38 and snowing. So
yep, sounds about right.
We'll see what happens there.
Sounds about par for the course.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, no. Appreciate you tuning into the CharCole Sports Show. We had quite the following get put together for this bracket challenge, Cole.
Yeah, we did.
It went from nothing to something.
It did, yeah. I think there's 80-something people in it, and we'll get to this in a couple segments as well, but there's 46 filled-out brackets, which is very impressive. And we'll give a full rundown of that one. Update on us, too. I'm tied for 16th, just 5 games off the lead. Brady Reiners, who picked UNC to win it all, is in the top 20 as well. Charlie Prien, you are currently in 31st.
Dude, I made some weird picks, though. I had Vandy going a long ways. And they
should not have done that.
No. The reason I did it is because I would be happy if they, I'd be happy either way in the Nebraska game. Trust me, I was pulling for the Huskers.
Oh,
don't get me wrong. But no, I had Vandy going a long ways. I had a lot of weird stuff going on in my bracket. You kind of got to take swingers like that.
Yeah, you have to, because you never know. I mean, you simply do never know.
Yeah, I'm picking more to try to get the perfect bracket rather than just to run like stock.
Yep.
So,
Ben Loffman, a friend of the show, is 1 game out of last.
Really,
So
who
it
is
could
in
be
last?
Brian Scheno, Scheno.
I feel like I know who that is. Give me a minute. Spell that again in 5 seconds. Brian.
Yep.
Spelled like a normal Brian.
Yep. Common spelling.
Okay.
Scheno.
All right. Well, let's see here. He's from New Jersey, at least this one is. I'm not sure how he ended up here.
Didn't we have one of those last year? Like the guy who almost won it was from.
The only Brian Chino on Facebook is a New Jersey native. Yes, we had one last year, and he almost won it.
Yeah.
But Morgan ended up coming in and snaking it.
Yeah, and he was. Let me see if I can scroll back in our email far enough. Let's see if I can remember how to work this email.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he.
You can see Brian's email, can't you?
I'm sure in there somewhere. Yeah.
Let me look.
But it's let's see, last year. Boy, this is just thrilling radio. Yeah, we got we. Or did he email mine? I don't remember.
What was his name?
That's what I'm trying to remember, because he was not from
Utah
here.
or something.
Yeah, he was from a long ways away, and he just said, if I win, just donate the money to a church or something like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Brian Chino.
I get too many emails.
bchino@optonline.net. What are the odds this fella works at OptOnline?
Probably. What else would have been? March 25. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't think it's the same guy, but Connor Holt says he's in 12th. Can I confirm that? I don't think you're right. I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah, big man is one step above me.
Big man.
He's tied with 1, 2, 3, 4 different people for the spot.
Do you know
12th right there?
Do you know who Chad Jackson is?
I think it's Chad Jackson. I think he just misspelled it, and I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing with a lot of these is once you put it out there on the internet, like our tweet went crazy.
Did it?
Yeah, all kinds of people. Friend of the show, Mark Wendt, he's in this one. Not doing so hot.
Tony's bracket's doing good.
Is it actually? Oh, yeah, sure. Tied for second. There we go.
He said his name should be Big Dog. He texted me with a bunch of question marks, and I'm like, dude, you're in second. Just don't argue.
That's probably his bracket name would be my guess. But we can only see actual names. But yeah, he's currently sitting second. Amos is currently sitting in second as well. Carter Schmidt, he's also in second, and Justin Bruns. So there you go. There's your 4-time second. But we're gonna get to that more fully in depth here.
I'm excited to talk about that.
Yeah, no,
that'd be a fun segment.
Yes, it's been fun so far. It's been a really good tournament. I mean,
it has.
There's been there's a lot of talk coming into it. It's just gonna be chalk. And sure, there's been some of that, no 13 through 16 seeds advance for the first time in a while. But, I don't think you can call a tournament. I don't think it goes to chalk if a 12 seed or an 11 seed or a 10 seed gets in.
But
that's the beauty
you need to have, a team like Iowa beat a team like Florida on a random Saturday night.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not looking forward to that game, just for the record. But
I am. I don't really.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But it's at 6:45, which is promptly 15 minutes for the USD women tip-off tomorrow. So that'll be fun. I'll be working double duty. I'll be working.
I'm gonna put 2 TVs up in the
You
living
should.
room.
It'll be Jerry Palesci on the call on Midco Sports.
It is on Midco Sports?
Yeah, they're going to take the Midco Sports Plus stream and put it up on the Midco TV channel. They did that last time anyway, so I believe that's the plan this time.
Well, we have that with Santel, so I might be able to.
Yeah,
swing.
and you've got the app on the Roku too.
Sure. Yeah.
So either way it'll work, but yeah. So there you go. All kinds of stuff going on tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. NIT games today. March is upon us. It's crazy to think, I know there's no way of changing this, but it's crazy to think we are 3/4 of the way through March, and like March Madness is not even half over. Well, I mean, technically it is more than half over, but still.
The games-wise, yeah.
Yeah, games-wise. Like the championship, all the championship games are in April, which is fine, I guess. You do that for TV, but it's just weird to think about. Let's roll into this thing, shall we?
Let's do it, man.
First up on the docket is state basketball for high school.
Dun, dun.
And we're going to start with every single class and just kind of work our way through.
And again, if you're listening on KAOR 91.1 FM, tune in to the CharCole Sports Show on YouTube right now. That's CHARCOLE Sports on YouTube. You can see exactly what we're talking about. We have visualizations here.
In class, we're going to start BAAA for each tournament. In class A, once I zoom out so I can see it a little better on my screen. There we go. Or Class B, I should say, up in Aberdeen at the First Bank and Trust Arena. Number 8 Corsica Stickney defeats number 1 Lyman, 65-56 in the opening game.
Did you watch that one at all?
I watched the first half until our game started. Then it was kind of hard to
Let me tell
go
you,
back and forth.
what a defensive game plan put together by head coach Kyle Wazorek.
Yeah, that's what they've been good at that all year.
No, man, I mean that,
But yeah, I agree. No,
I mean, you have to have the players to execute, I know. But, I mean, if Kyle Wazorek isn't up there for Coach of the Year, then I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously, Coach Young is going to be up there with, Class B at least. But, man, what a year that he had at Corsica Stickney, man.
I think they had 5 losses, all to the top. What do you say? Because we emailed back and forth before one of his games in one of the classics at the Corn Palace, and he said, yeah, it's 4 losses to 4 out of the 5 top teams in Class B so far.
Well, and they knew, how to play against good teams, which obviously you could see Lyman did not.
Yeah, no, and Lyman, their big downfall is they play their 5 starters, and that was it. Mm-hmm. All game they play their 5 starters, and it was going to catch up to them eventually.
But I didn't think it was going to be in the first game.
No, I thought it was probably going to be in that second one against Ethan or in the championship against whoever was in the championship. Because 3 games in 3 days playing all 5 players, that's it.
You don't talk about this. Let's talk about the other Class B tournament that happened last weekend, because that same thing happened.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a couple slides. But yeah, Class B, Ethan, the state champs, veteran head coach Tom Young gets another one done. And Ethan, Harding County, also the 6th seed, made it to the state tournament. So 4 seed versus 6 seed in the state championship game over there in Brookings. Corsica Stickney falls to eventual champ Ethan, and they take 3rd place. Bennett County defeats Lyman for 5th place, and the Centerville Tornadoes capture 7th place in the Class B tournament. Yeah,
I was at the Parks and Centerville game. Could have Centerville won, yeah, but I don't know if they would have ended up being. I mean, I can say if and buts about a lot of things, but you have to be able to rebound better than the other team in the state tournament. And that's how it is.
If and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Mm-hmm. Somebody told me that once, but and this is a tough bracket. That's a tough side to be in too, as Centerville, because they're a really good team.
Sure.
But you got to play Parkston, who's coming off a scare, who's going to play really good in the first one. Then in Bennett County and Harding County out west, who are going to give anybody a run for their money, as they did show. But yeah, and then Centerville takes 7th, Coleman Egan takes 8th, and it was a solid tournament. From what I was told, it was very well received up there in the First Bank and Trust Arena.
Yeah, it was nice.
And expect, I think it's either next year or the year after that. I think A boys are up there coming up soon.
Oh, really?
And then AA girls are up there too sometime soon in the next 2 years. So yeah, they're getting in the rotation, which is good for them.
The hotel that Ethan was there. Let's look at the teams. Lyman was there. Corsica was there. Ethan was there. Coleman Egan drove. Parkston was also there. Centerville was there, and believe Bennett County was there. The only school that wasn't at the Dakota Inn in Brookings was Hardin County.
Interesting.
They were all at that one place.
Interesting.
Like just the teams, though. All the parents were everywhere else.
Right, yeah. That's usually how it is in Brookings. They try to get everybody in the... But the only problem with Brookings having hosted these is their hotels are not...
No, I know.
Yeah, they're not great. Was it a couple years ago now when MVP was up there was sewer backing up. A couple teams went home with bed bugs. So I don't have a first-hand report of that, but that's what I've been told per sources. So take that as you will.
I like the way you spun that.
I think that's allowed on the radio.
Yeah.
I believe so. As long as I don't say the seven naughty words, I think I can say anything. But yeah, Ethan, the state champs in Class B. But it's a nice arena up there. I got to give them to it. I mean, you can say what you want about them being the team from up north. They put on a pretty good tournament.
They do.
It seemed like a pretty good atmosphere as well. Now, the second day was kind of light, I guess, because of the weather, or the last day, from what I could see anyway. But that's all right. The Class A Girls State Tournament up in Watertown. Lennox, the number 5 seed, defeats Sioux Valley, Hamlin, and Mockpia-Luta to be the state champion for the first time since 1999.
And how surprised are you of that?
Not really.
No.
I'm honestly a little bit surprised that semifinal game between Mockpia-Luta and Sioux Falls Christian. Realistically, I'm not really surprised with a lot of the rest of the games. Lakota Tech takes 7th. Sioux Valley.
Death taxes and Wagner taking 8th.
Yeah, death taxes and Wagner having just having the 3 seed in the state and finishing lower than their seed, we'll put it.
I'm going to go do some research. You can just keep talking.
I can do that. Sioux Valley takes 5th, West Central 6th. Hamlin, the number 1 seed, takes 4th. Sioux Falls Christian 3rd. Mockpia-Luta 2nd, and Lennox in 1st. Again, really, as somebody who's watched that team now 4 times this season prior to the state tournament, not surprised at all. And if this is the year, it was going to be this year because they have like 7 seniors, I believe, they're graduating. So if it wasn't now, when was it going to be? Fun tournament up there up in the Watertown Civic Arena as well. A little bit of discourse on Facebook because the PA announcer apparently couldn't say Mockpia-Luta the first day.
Really?
So a little discourse on Facebook about that one. Some people not impressed, but it sounded like he got it fixed for the next 2 days. So there is that. That was the girls' Class A state tournament. You figured out your research.
No, it's going to take me a minute, but you're going to like this one I have. You can continue.
All right, sounds good. The AA tournament out in Rapid City in the Summit Arena in the Monument where I was sat for the first 10 games before they sent me home. T Area defeats Sioux Falls Jefferson for 7th place. Mitchell defeats Rapid City Stevens for 5th place. Sioux Falls Washington over Aberdeen Central for 3rd place. And number 2 O'Gorman over number 1 Brandon Valley 59-53 for the championship game. O'Gorman comes in as a 2 seed and completes the three-peat. Now 3 championships in a row for O'Gorman. Brandon Valley got him first game of the year by 4, and that proved to be really didn't matter a whole lot because O'Gorman got him again. This is a fun tournament. The crowds, I will say, being there firsthand, the only teams that brought good crowds was Stevens until the final day. Then it was pretty well attended for Brandon Valley and O'Gorman. That's just what I could see on SDPB anyway on my drive home because I got sent home after the first session to try and beat the weather, which was a good thing because apparently all the teams that were in hotels stayed through till Monday, and everybody didn't leave till Monday at all 3 of the tournaments out in Rapid, Brookings, and Watertown as well. If they were out there, they got stuck until Monday. But O'Gorman gets it done. It was a fun tournament out there out in Rapid City.
Well, I didn't. Okay.
Yep, I'm ready.
The 6 years that Ashlyn Copel played high school basketball at Wagner, how many state tournament wins does she have?
Oh, boy. Okay, so let's think. So this would go back to...
I just did. It took me forever. But
yeah, so this would go back to... What was her... So her first year would have been...
Her 7th grade year would have been 2020, Cole. But there was no tournament in 2020.
Right, that's exactly
Or was
what
it
I was gonna
2019?
No, it was the 2020 tournament.
Oh, you're right.
Because I think they had almost started the first game when they sent everybody home out west. So I think none in 2020. No, what year did Yost graduate? She was a senior this year. So it would have been probably none in 21.
Nope. I'm not gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stop
So
talking. I want
I
you to
think-
figure it out yourself.
So Emma Yost, she would have been in our class, right? 'Cause she's a senior this year at Dakota Wesleyan, isn't she? Pretty sure.
I think she graduated in 22.
Right. So the 22 tournament.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and give them 1. 23, none. 24, 1, none, and so 2 total.
You're forgetting one big tournament they had with Emma Yost. Emma Yost's senior year, Cole.
So 2022.
They were state runners up.
Dang it. Okay. Who'd they lose to?
It's Hamlin. Or in 2023, my bad. They lost to Hamlin.
Oh, it's 23.
Yeah.
Who
So-
did you-
Yost was in my class then, not yours.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
okay, so
So
you
Yo
know,
senior, there's 2. So I'm thinking 3 total.
there's 4 in all of those years,
Wow, that's unreal. That is
and one of them was last year against Mount Vernon Plankington in the last game. So I
right in
mean,
the 8th place game.
right.
Yeah.
that's their most recent win in the state tournament, other than when they back in 23 when they won
When they
to
went
go to the
runner-up.
championship.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's your fun stat for the
Wow,
show.
4 wins.
In 6 years.
Yep. 5 tournaments technically,
Yeah, right.
but because they would have been. I don't know. Would they have even made it?
I don't know. I can't find it on. This doesn't go back that far.
That's right. Yeah, Bound doesn't go back, which stinks. That's what I like the old website because you can just go back to like the 80s. But
It's out there somewhere. I could figure
yeah,
it out,
it's
but I'm
gotta
not
be.
going to.
But yeah, anyway, wow, 4 tournament wins. Going to Nebraska. There's that. But yeah, I mean, she's a good player. It's just a lot of those years, except for the Yost year and the Nagel year when they were all 3
Right.
together.
That was a heck of a team.
That was literally a college team.
Yeah. I
there.
called that team in the Corn Palace, and they went to state. And wow.
Yeah, no, that was a really good team. But man,
I love how you skip double-A girls. Like,
no, I was in there when you were talking about it.
you did? Okay.
Yeah. I had talked about it. OG got the 3-peat, and then a 2 seed, number 2 seed the whole way. But yeah, Brandon Valley couldn't beat him the second time out there at the Summit Arena. Everybody likes to dog on Rapid for getting all the tournaments, and everybody wants it in Sioux Falls. I mean, this is for people in the area. You probably, I mean, not really fans wise, but like people who run the tournament and work the tournament. This is very well received.
Good.
Out there in Rapid. So I think we're gonna have if we run into a scenario where Sioux Falls keeps, which is great for Sioux Falls. Don't get me wrong. Scheduling other events during these 2 weekends,
like state youth wrestling.
right, and D2 hockey coming up
Right.
this weekend, or was it last?
D2 hockey this weekend. Because they don't.
They had D2 wrestling last weekend.
Oh, was that the Pentagon or was that there?
Well, still Sioux Falls. Either
Yeah,
way.
right.
But if we find them where I think Rapid would be a good. I think it was a solid tournament. Now the drive
The drive
back stunk, and I got dinged for going 84 and an 80
Did you?
when I got passed 2 miles earlier. So whatever. Want to get me started on that. Proud corporate partner, South Dakota Highway Patrol of the SDHSAA state events. Dinged
They
me.
ticket you?
No, just
Okay,
a warning.
good.
But a printed out warning. So that was fun.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway. Yeah, AA. O'Gorman over Brandon Valley. B-Boys, I was sat courtside for this one, and boy, what a tournament. Probably, I mean, we were talking with some people who have gone to a lot of these tournaments over the last few years. One of the better tournaments of recent memory.
Like,
There was one bad game.
which
One.
was what?
Castlewood Lyman in the first semifinal.
Sure.
Other than that, they were all close. They were all very competitive, except for that one. But that's what happens when Viborg Hurley pulls a classic Viborg Hurley and gets a really high seed and then loses right away. They just simply. Now I watched both these teams. I did Viborg Hurley a couple times and Lyman a couple times. talent and size-wise, Viber Hurley's got him by a mile. But Lyman has that work ethic, and Cooper Garnis has this team. I mean, they just outworked him. Simply put, they just simply outworked him.
I'm going to say something here that's going to probably ruffle a few feathers.
Oh, boy.
But
hang on. Let me get the banner going. Okay, go ahead.
Cole, do you think that any part in Viborg Hurley's tournament this year had any, their performance? They were projected to probably win the thing coming into it, or at least top to it.
They're for sure projected to get to the semifinals.
Right. Do you think that anything here has to do with coaching?
I don't know, because Warwick's a solid coach.
I know, but so many people are infatuated with him, where it just gets to the point where that team.
Yeah, I'm not quite there, but there's just scenarios with this Viborg Hurley team where they just can't shoot the ball, and they give up on shooting, and they give up going inside with their size. They had a size advantage over Lyman. You know how many times they shot inside the paint? Probably 8.
But you know what happened earlier this year? They had the same thing happen when they played the Centerville Tornadoes. And I'm not trying to discredit the Tornadoes by any means, but they didn't have the talent that was in this tournament, and they found a way to beat this Viborg Hurley team.
Right.
Viborg Hurley.
I don't know. They're just
the one game Viborg Hurley won this tournament. They scored over 50 points once in the entire tournament.
Yeah, it was 72-53.
Right? I mean, look at this.
They scored 44 in the first game, 49 in the second game, and 72 in the third.
Not scoring more than 49 points will not win you tournament games. Look at this. I mean, look at what Castlewood had to do. They had to score 53, 56, and 53, right? Look at Freeman, 63, 74, and 61. Yeah. I'm not saying that. And Viborg Hurley's been to the tournament. They have kids that have been to the tournament.
Right, they got the tournament experience. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and realistically, I don't really know how they ended up with the 1 seed. I mean, they've played some tough teams. Don't get me wrong. They've played a decently tough schedule. I just don't understand how they ended up with a 1. But, again, I think it also is just simply the first game they were overlooking Lyman.
Yep.
They were worried about the second. They were worried about the semifinal. They just overlooked them. And then the second game, everybody was still reeling from the first one and hadn't fully recovered. And Sully Buttes, they're a gritty team. Sully Buttes, I just want to put this out there in the ether. Look out for them. They won't have their best scorer, who was 20 points shy of 2,000 for his career, in Wesley Whitler. But they've got a freshman that can shoot the lights out of the gym. He is very good. It's number 0 or number 1, one of the two. But they're a young team. Look out for them. They're going to make some noise the next couple of years.
Why don't we talk about this Freeman Flyer team quick, Cole?
This is a team that I had my doubts about, because I watched them play in the Corn Palace against Pine Ridge. Pine Ridge shot the ball really well. Do not get me wrong. But Freeman went down 10 and never got it back, ever, the rest of the game. But they've also shown really good wins. And they looked, these 3 span of games, the Sully Buttes game, it was close the whole way. They pulled it out. Wall, they were down about 5 in the fourth quarter and was able to come back. And the Castlewood game, they were down 13 in the third quarter. And then all of a sudden, the game just flipped. They started making a couple shots, and then all of a sudden the deficit started going down, and their defense, Castlewood didn't score for 6 minutes in that third and fourth quarter.
I know. We were watching that, but dude, they can shoot better than many teams that I've ever watched.
Yes, and watch out for them, because they're bringing back their guard, Tayden Kerrigan, and the Walter kid, or Waltner? Walter.
Walter. Is it Waltner? I don't know.
I think they're bringing both, but the sophomore is Walter.
Okay.
And the junior is Waltner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But the stud is the sophomore Walter,
sure.
David Walter. Yeah, they're really good. And I just want to also put this out there. DeSmit, again, I also just want to preface by saying opinion expressed this program, not necessarily those of this station, the Department of Media Journalism, or the University of South Dakota. Now that I put that disclaimer out, DeSmit Bulldogs fans, easily the worst fan base I've ever experienced.
You're not the first person I've heard say that either.
The worst. Now,
Like sportsman wise?
yes. And another thing is Wilkinson, the dad of the big guy that's going to state. My biggest problem with it, too, is you have a legendary coach in Jeff Grunhagen up there to Smith, right? He knows his stuff. Been there, done that. Won 3 in a row, right?
I think so, with like that run of
Yeah,
Keelan Gary and all
21,
them.
2, and 3. I'm pretty sure something like that.
I think so.
So he knows his stuff, right? That there's fans in the stand who are trying to coach from the stands. That's what really gets me. Is you got this guy who's well-renowned, obviously knows his stuff, and is very well-respected. And, yeah, I mean, and also their offense this year was just try to get it into Wilkinson, and if he's not there or he misses a shot, complain about a foul. Second place for the worst fans, you just have to simply put this stat in there, are the Wall Eagles. Now, a majority of their fan base is just fine. But they had people kicked out of the Barnett Center.
What?
Day 1 and day 2. Day 1, it was DeSmit and Wall playing against each other. And there was fans going at it back and forth in the stands. No fists were thrown, but a couple of people were tossed out. Second day, all of a sudden, Wall is celebrating, their fans are celebrating a basket, and they're like, so I'm sitting at the scorer's table, the fans are behind me, There are fans bumping into the chairs at the scorer's table and in the bench. Boom. Instantly. 4 Aberdeen police officers. You. They're like, what do we do? And the police officer goes, this is not a conversation. You are coming with me.
Wow.
So they survived the third day, though. So I'm very proud of them. But, yeah, they were like, they were bumping us at the scorer's table and bumping the bench. That's how far out they were.
Wow.
That's why they got removed.
I'm checking right now. He won 2 in a row for sure.
I'm fairly certain it's 3.
Because they lost to Howard in 23.
Right, so I think it was... Okay, so it would have been... I think it's 2 then. 21 and 22.
I know that for sure. I'm checking.
Because there wasn't a tournament in 20. But yeah, so it's... Yeah.
They won 2 against Lower Brule both times.
Yep, and then the third one was a loss. Yep. But, I don't know. But that Freeman team, they're very good. Castlewood, Paul Ross just about brought them back again. They had a very good team. This was a very good tournament. Again, really one blowout. And the last one was one of the other blowouts was a 7th-place game, but that's because Slade Beach just kept fouling late, and their coach was not pleased.
Yeah. Rashi's guys needed a few more legs. You can't be running 5 guys like that.
Yeah, yep. But you got to give a lot of props to Freeman. They're also the first team since, when was it? Whenever Arlington won the Bees, or the 9-man tournament in football. First team to go football and basketball in the same year. This was like 06, I think, Arlington. I don't know. Ryan Deal put it out a little while ago, but that's how I know that.
06, Mount Vernon played Arlington in the Dome. Or was it Fred, if you're watching, let me know, because our Stickney Mount Vernon was in it. My cousin Eric was playing.
Yeah. I think it was Arlington 06.
Yeah, because Arlington beat them.
Yeah. So that was the last time somebody won a 9-man tournament and the Class B boys in the same year. There you go.
I've been told many stories about that game. I think Arlington started off with an onside kick either out of the gates or out of the half and got it. I don't know. There's some story with it.
Yeah. The Class A boys tournament, West Central, who ended up as the 2 seed because of some rule that. So Sioux Falls Christian plays a lot of. I'm just going to preface by saying this: Sioux Falls Christian plays a lot of out-of-state teams. So they calculate the out-of-state teams at the beginning of regions, the beginning of the SODEX 16, and the beginning of the SODEX or the state tournament. And West Central knew this going in. They won their SODEX 16 game. Everybody was asking Coach Hollenbeck about how's it going to be doing the 1 seed, and his answer was, "We're not going to be the 1 seed. We're going to be the 2." I don't know. Some quirk in the rule. Ultimately, doesn't matter as West Central finishes the perfect season. They defeat Sioux Falls Christian 66-56. From what I could tell in the games that I watched, a very solid tournament out there in the Summit Arena.
What one was it? I think it might have been St. Thomas. The end of the St. Thomas Moore Groton area game was certified banger, man. That might be going down as game of the year.
Oh, 100%. Groton hits a buzzer beater 3 to force it overtime. a buzzer beater 3 to send it to double overtime. And then...
like a walk-off 2.
Yeah, St. Thomas More makes it with like 2 points something left to go. Yeah, that was... Also, I haven't checked this, but got to be close to record for the most points scored in a game in the state tournament.
Got to be close.
At 186. We'll have to see if we can get somebody onto that. But that's unreal. But there's some very good teams. I thought really any of the top 5 teams could win this, but obviously with West Central being the heavy favorite. But fun one out there at the Monument. And then, who would have guessed? Shout out Jaron Duffy, the Huron Tigers upset Sioux Falls Lincoln in the championship game.
I'm so glad they won, man.
At the Ice Arena in the Monument.
Huron
59-47.
We need to go find the clip because before the season, I said that Huron is a sleeper team in this class and could win the state tournament. And I know I said it in some sort of video at some point. I'll go back and find it maybe, but I know I said it because Dad and I did Huron my senior year at Hanson. We did Huron's games, their home games.
Yep.
And watching Blake Elwine as a senior, like, oh my. This kid's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I watched them play. They lost narrowly to Sioux Falls Christian, and I walked away from that game. I'm like, this very well could be 2 state champion teams going back and forth. I mean, it was such a good game. That was probably out of all the games I called this year, that has to be up there for the best one between Huron and Sioux Falls Christian.
And not taking anything away from Huron, but I don't think Lincoln shot well at all. So it made it a little bit more interesting. But
they really didn't all tournament.
Right.
They pulled away from T late. Harrisburg kept it way closer than for comfort. That's when I started thinking, I'm like, they got a chance for this. And also, shout out Jaron Duffy, was out there in Rapid, drove back that night, Saturday night. So did Caden and our boss Ryan, by the way. Got back to Vermilion about 4 in the morning is when they did. Not sure when Jaron did. But I'm fairly certain he drove back Saturday night to be at the WNIT game on Sunday. So there's that for you.
Got some news on the
news?
Iowa State. I do.
Do I have a breaking news one on here?
Maybe.
Let's see. Breaking news.
We got some wild promos on there if you want to play them poppies.
Oh boy, yeah, we got plenty. Here's our news intro.
News du Nord, or News Day Chuck, as they say. In a tweet recently reposted by Jay Elson of Midcoast Sports, the Iowa State Cyclones athletic director made a post that says the following. Excited for Cyclone Nation that TJ is not going anywhere and he will be our basketball coach for a long time.
There you go.
Which means that he is not going to be the head coach of the UNC Tar Heels, Fred. Correct.
Good. Also, new information. Jaron drove back Sunday morning. I was told he was going to try it Saturday night.
He had to party it up there. I partied it up.
I had to. We did up with the bees, I can tell you that.
I saw some
sure.
wild videos of the Huron folk.
Oh, yeah, I can about imagine. Remind me to show you a couple pictures after this is all said and done. So there you go. There's your breaking news. But there's those state tournaments.
You see this?
No.
You can deliver that.
Yeah. Former USD. Speaking of USD women's basketball, by the way, we'll get to this in a second.
Parlay.
Yeah. Gabby Wilkie has announced she is back in the transfer portal. She transferred to Butler last year and now is in the portal again. Averaged 2 points and 2 rebounds a game.
Great.
So there you go. Darcy Larsch, no. That is not for public eyes. Thank you. Women's basketball recap.
Put it on the stream, dude.
There's probably no faces in it, so we're probably good. But women's basketball, the Summit League tournament's been a while. They defeated Denver in a scrappy game, 61-50, and then lost to South Dakota State, 74-59. I will leave this comment here. Boy, is that not true?
But here's a question for you. Bryce, Cole, Caden, the folks down at 101, would she have even played on this year's team?
Well, the two that stayed didn't.
I know.
One of them really didn't. One of them kind of did. So I don't know. I mean, 6'2", though,
I know.
Decent size. You can probably go with
She's
that.
that tall?
That's what the tweet said.
Oh, really?
I didn't believe it right away, but you never know. But yeah, boy, can we just
6'2".
can we just frame this and just put it out there for the state of college athletics right now? Boy,
I
there you
mean,
go.
if there was money involved, but there's no way. Who was it? Butler?
Butler, yeah,
There's no way Butler's got a ton of NIL.
no. I mean, USD doesn't, but Butler sure doesn't.
Well, there was some data out on our NIL the other day. I saw.
But the thing with that is also what is true and what is not.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Anyways, that's a Summit League tournament.
Don't look at it. Don't talk about it.
Then we got accepted a bid into the WNIT. Got a first round bye. Defeated Northern Colorado 80-60 in a game that, for the first quarter and a half, we were watching from the ceiling cameras because none of the other cameras were working at USD.
Fabulous.
But I want to give a shout out to the production staff and Don for coming in and helping it out and getting everything going. At one point, we were watching it on Midco on Santel, and we had 3 different things telling us there was technical difficulties because they had it on the stream. This is the guy who was there and witnessed it, by the way. Yeah, everything went wrong. So above the score bug, it said there was technical difficulties. Midco put on a scroller on the bottom that says, "Thank you for tuning in. We understand. We thank you for bearing with us with these technical difficulties." And it said it at the top at one point.
Wow.
Like I was scrolling on the top. So, hey, a win is a win. Got everything back working. It was pretty close there in the first half, then really pulled away in the third. And I think when the third quarter ended, I just looked at my parents and said, yeah, this one's over. Here's the full WNIT bracket in case anybody
Good
is interested.
circles there,
Whoops.
Cole. Oh, man. Look at that guy.
There we go. There's the full WNIT bracket as we sit right now. We are in the, don't want to get sued, the Super 16.
That's right.
If you see the red circles up there, that's where South Dakota is at. Their next opponent is coming up right here. I do one of these. They are hosting, you really can't see it like that, they're hosting Pepperdine University.
And Cole, you think that's a great matchup until you look and see they've played once already this year.
They have. I did not know that.
They have.
If I'm being fully honest with you.
I looked. You want me to give you the TLDR?
Actually,
RD,
let me go like this and see if I can get it on the stream.
Why don't you? Well, Cole, they played this year in a classic.
Of course they did.
And it didn't go well for the Coyotes.
What day was that? Oh, yeah, out in Malibu. Here we go. If I do one of these, and then box score, and then I can put you back to regular size, and then I can go to here, and I can add share screen. I want to share women's basketball versus Pepperdine. Share. Okay, now how do I do this? If I go to here, add to, remove. I gotta remove you and add you. Oh, there we go.
Excellent.
So, played Pepperdine University on December the 17th in the Firestone Fieldhouse in Malibu, California. The Yotes took a loss 73-65.
Wait, isn't Pepperdine in Malibu? Isn't that where
Probably.
they're at?
They honestly might have hosted this deal. Might have been what it was. Leading the way for South Dakota, Elise Turbiatis had 19 points. Angelina Robles had 13. Patience Williams had 11. Alex Flattery, who was in the starting lineup, forgot that she used to start before she was hurt. She had 4 points. Tori Schlegel, 9 points off the bench as well. They shot for the game 22 of 69 for 31%, 28% from 3, 14 of 17 from the free throw line. For Pepperdine, their leading scorer. Here you go. Charlie, you can start with some of these names. Megan Fiso, 19 points. Ellie Guinea with 16. Lena Falk with 15. Shorna Preston with 9. And
Tasia. That's Tasia. Or it could be Tasia.
I think it's Tasia.
You think so? You're going to find out tomorrow, buddy.
Well, Tom's going to be saying it. By the way, Tom was doing the NAIA games.
Oh, really?
I'll have to ask him if he had the championship. Yeah. That was pretty cool to hear him. He sounded way better in that arena than he does in the SCSC. But also, before I get on a tangent, Pepperdine shot 46% from the field, 53% from three.
Well, that ain't keeping up.
94% from the free throw line.
That ain't keeping up. We're a whole different team since then, too.
Yeah, I mean, we have basically an entire different starting lineup. Play
Larsch.
analysis. Oh, boy.
For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Where are we at here? Do you know? I'll check it out, see if I can find it.
Couldn't
For
tell you.
entertainment purposes only,
I don't even know if you're going to be able to find it.
ESPN has us at a 74% chance to win, but no line.
Yeah, you might be able to find it. It probably won't come out till tomorrow anyway.
He did have that game, Darcy says.
There you go. So Tom had the NAIA championship game. Also, okay, let's get back to here before I start on anything else. The Tyson Event Center, okay? You've been there, right?
Yeah.
Fleet Farm Arena?
Yeah.
For what were you there for?
Nate Bargatze, comedy.
Okay, so the video board on the side. Did they have that on? Well, it wouldn't have been on the side. It would have been probably
I
on.
don't even know.
Okay.
I was a few beers deep.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I understand. They did not. So they had like the Daktronics scoreboard on the sides and the bottom, and the middle was just rotating ads. This is a national championship semifinal that's being streamed, and you don't have a video feed on the video board. What are we doing? I also want to say that if they did have a video board, TWU fans have probably gotten kicked out of that semifinal game. Just on
the
how,
fella running the replay would have been having a heyday.
Yeah. Well, at one point, I like this story. Up at the Bees, at one point, so Viborg Hurley in the, I don't know what game it was. I think their consolation semifinals, their second game. They make a shot after the buzzer at halftime, and it gets waved off correctly. By the way, I will say it was the correct call. They waved it off, didn't count it. Well, everybody's asking for a replay, and nobody looks up and sees the replay in time. And then they see me at the scorer's table with the game up on my computer. And they got people yelling at me. I'm like, you're watching it on your computer, just replay it. And I look over to people to my left, who includes our music director, our Christina Sage, assistant executive director to the SDHSAA,
Yep.
and Dawn Seiler, our tournament director. I was like, am I in charge of the replay? And they all just kind of laugh and shake their head. And another funny replay was there was a really big dunk in the championship game in like the first half.
I remember that, yeah.
And as they went to show it on SDPB because somebody called a timeout, I ran an ad. And so as he's going up for the dunk, just like an ad plays, and everybody started booing in the arena. I got some grief about that night.
Larsch.
But, yeah, anyway. Oh, well. I got my sponsors in. That's the only thing that matters. Shout out our sponsors. So there's that. But there you go. Yeah, anyway. Where was I at? So here's our, WNIT. By the way, this is our, get up there. This is our portion of the bracket. It's South Dakota Pepperdine. The winner will play the winner of Montana State and Portland.
Not Portland State, Portland.
Portland. And then today, actually, Army and LaSalle are playing.
And I'm going to give you that score.
At 5 o'clock. That one might be done. Or is it the 26th? No, that is the 25th.
74 to 58, Army will win.
There you go. Go Army. Beat Navy. Shout out Mark Wendt. He didn't really like that comment probably. He's, I think, Navy guy. But Youngstown State plays Marshall on Friday. So you got one game playing on Wednesday, one game playing on Friday.
I feel like we played Army. No, was that Air Force? We played Air Force.
Air Force, yeah, we played Air Force. But yeah, there's our part of the WNIT bracket again. Coming up, Pepperdine University,
the Super 16.
And the Super 16. Because shout out the NCAA for wanting to sue everybody. So yeah, I believe that's all I've really got. What do we got?
I got a phone call.
We got another phone call. Oh boy, do I even want to answer this one?
Make sure you take it, see who it is, and then come over here. I'll talk for a bit.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna see who's on the phone here. Again, those watching on the live stream will not be able to hear this phone call. We hope this is approved.
You've reached CharCole Sports Show.
We'll see what happens. What do we got?
Same question.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, same answer.
We're thinking. Hey, 1-on-1, boys. We got to see how...
We'll see how tonight goes.
We'll see how our Bunions trip goes. How about that? Before we make a decision. So there's your answer for that. What's the decision? I didn't even hear this. I just heard what's the decision. I put the phone down. I tell you, there
Put
you
them
go.
on the air.
I don't know if I can do that. I did say at one point we can put them on the show if they're sober at 6 o'clock on a Wednesday night, which
And I think
they
the
are
odds,
not currently.
They were sitting out there like early today. I stopped over and was like, "Can you watch Flo?"
Yeah, I mean, might as well. But oh yeah, March Madness. Here we go.
Oh yeah, what about that?
This is the bracket as it sits right now through the Sweet 16. It is also 650. How did that happen?
What do you mean?
We can roll through.
That's how it always happens.
That is true. Sweet 16, it is Duke against St. John's, Michigan State and UConn in the East. In the West, Arizona and Arkansas taking on the winner of Texas or Purdue. Then, in the South, it's Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, and Houston. The four in that side of the
So
bracket.
doing a quick count, how many Big Ten teams? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up, go back.
5, 6.
5, 6 teams, Larsch.
Yep.
6 Big Ten teams of the 16. And how many SEC? 1, 2, continue. 3, 4. Wow. What do you think there, Larshy?
I'm not surprised this year. I'm really not surprised. I mean, the Iowa one, I'm kind of surprised, but also at the same time not.
No. All right, let's go quick flash. Take your picks.
As of right now, I think and I'll watch this back. This kind of our picks for the week for this week. In the East, I think it's going to be Duke and Michigan State. Michigan State's a tough team, man. They can get
I believe I have that as my pick in
probably
my bracket as
and
well.
then I've got Arizona. By the way, I believe last I looked, the over under that game was like 185.
What's the line?
No, 165.
Or what's the spread there?
Arizona probably by 8 would be my guess. And
7.5. That was on the money.
Done this a time or two. And Texas Purdue will be a stinker. Whichever one of those teams wins will get killed in the Final Four. So there's that for you.
I will be taking Duke, Michigan State, and in a wild one, I will be taking Arkansas over Arizona because I just don't want to see Arizona in
Yeah.
it. But I know Arizona's a good team. I think Calipari's fellas can do it.
Yeah.
And give me Purdue.
I was going to say, I'm going to put this. I'd actually make a pick for that last one. I will just take Texas because I think Purdue is a bunch of frauds.
I mean, they got some good dudes inside. So if Texas is able to spread them out, then they can get beat.
And they should be able to. In the South, it's very obvious who the top left pick is for me.
And me as well.
I've also got Illinois in a Big Ten showdown for the next one.
I don't know who to take here. I think I'm going to take Houston. I hate their coach, though. I'm going to take Houston.
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team, but so is Illinois. That one should be a very fun game. Michigan and Alabama. This one really should not be close either.
Michigan should get them. I'd like to see Bama beat them, but I don't think it's going to
I don't
happen.
think
Michigan
so either.
beats them.
And then Tennessee and Iowa State.
I got Iowa State here.
Go Cyclones. And there's like this comment right here. If my album was on the beating a former Iowa State head coach, I will crash out. Bryce, you will not see more of a crash out from anybody than from me. Okay, listen. I will put this on the record right now. If it is an Iowa State-Nebraska national championship, I will find a way to go. I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
It's about the best thing Nebraska's got going for them. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
you see their win total lines for next year?
Well, probably 6.5.
I think it's like 5.5.
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. Does not really surprise me. There's our March Madness update. In the bracket, okay, so I'll go back to our bracket here. In our bracket challenge, actually, let me just share this screen again.
Yeah.
Share screen. Which one? This one? Yep, bracket games. Share. We're giving out a lot of free advertisement here. Myself, I am in 16th place.
I don't see anything here.
Oh, I gotta add it, of course. Yeah, hang on. Remove ad. Oh, turn off the audio because it's probably playing a stupid, these dumb videos up top. Okay, there we go.
Can they hear us?
I believe so because it's muted over here. I muted this one. So
Oh, you did? Okay.
What if I just do this? Yeah, let's just do this. Here's how we sit right now. Chad Jackson, which I believe is Jackson.
Do you know?
misspelled.
Does anyone know who that is?
It sounds really familiar. He's currently in first, but he has Houston as his number one team. Let's take a look at this bracket here. Who's he got here? He's got...
Looking good. All four still alive.
Yeah, that Iowa pick. That Florida pick's going to get him. He didn't have Florida. Obviously, he didn't have Florida all the way, but so there's that. But number 2, tied for second, Amos. Carter Schmidt, Justin Bruns, and Big Dog John Iacone are all tied for second. Bryce is currently tied for 6th.
Do you know who Nathan is?
No.
Neither do I.
I mean, maybe.
What's really funny to me is Peyton Wallace is in 8th, and Ralph had a perfect bracket going on for a while.
Yeah. Peyton Wallace, Jack Larsch, Joe Van Gore, and Jessica Baumiller are tied for 8th. Big man Connor Holt, who's called us twice here on the CharCole Sports Show.
That's Big Man who called you?
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm fairly certain it was. In 12th. There I sit in 16th, tied with a couple of others, including Stephanie Walsh.
Click on Ralph's bracket. What happened there, Ralph? Come on.
21st, Ralph Wallace. Well, he had Kansas over St. John's. He had Gonzaga.
How far do you have them going? Go down.
Just the Elite 8. Or the, 8.
8. Bottom bracket must be just toast, yeah.
Yeah, Iowa. Got him twice. Nebraska. Florida. Virginia. Boy.
I liked that Virginia team coming out of the ACC tournament.
Yeah. So, he did have a perfect one going for a while.
He did. It was really fun to watch.
So there's that one for you. That was down in, 21st place, along with Brady Reiners, whose tiebreaker was 208 points. Also had UNC winning. I found that pretty interesting. Don't worry, there's more than 24 brackets.
The only reason he did that is because he knows I'm a Duke fan.
Yeah, a million percent. Dawson Studer. Dee Arend is also in 24th with Nebraska as the winner, tied with John Acree. Man, there's a couple of tough Florida picks right there.
Yeah.
And tied for 31st. Friend of the show, Mark Wendt, Charlie Prien. Friend of the show, Morgan Benzo. Look at that.
And Radomir Pasovich.
Yeah, there you go. Darcy Larsch finds herself in 36, tied with Fred Prien and Hayden Walsh. Riley Haynes.
He just added me as a friend on LinkedIn just now.
There you go. Ben Loftman. And then there's Brian Chino.
And Brian Wong. Let's see this bracket. It's got to be just a...
Okay, so Cal Baptist. There's number 1. He had Texas up here, South Florida. That's not terrible.
I could see, yeah.
UCLA's not terrible either. Vanderbilt in the Final Four.
I had them there too, though. That's my big hang-up.
How about this bottom one? Oh, boy.
Yeesh.
Yep, Iowa got him twice. Vandy got him obviously all the way. Hofstra over here.
What? Dude.
Which honestly was not a terrible pick.
I think
it was close. It was close for a long time. VCU.
That's not a terrible bracket, though. I mean, I've seen worse.
Well, I've seen way worse. But this one, for being the worst in the challenge so far.
So now, Cole, click on at the top of the screen, or go back all the way up, and then go to My Pools over there. Yeah. And then go to the men's bracket challenge, and click the number 1 guy, and let's check that puppy out.
Okay, here we go. Oh, we had High Point at Wisconsin. Yeah, it's tough. Shout out Wisconsin for losing.
Is that all he's missed?
No way. Nope.
No, okay.
Iowa got him twice. We had Florida. That's crazy.
It's a beauty.
Yeah, that's crazy. Never had this kind of success before. Might as well cue this up because we're getting close.
Oh, we didn't even cue closing time last time.
No, we didn't. We just kind of ripped it.
And the man...
This guy tied for first, but his champion is dead. How is this possible?
It means he's got to be literally perfect besides the Wisconsin and Florida picks. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's perfect besides those. He's got
down here. That's it. Anyway, our picks last week, or last couple of weeks, we'll add these in here. These were our standings before our last couple of picks. Here's all of our picks. To keep it simple, if your teams were right in the summit, you got a point. We didn't have any winners pretty much, so that's fine. So that was a loss of a point. And then our Sodex 16, every team you picked right was a point. So I went 24-6, you went 23-7.
I didn't remember taking those picks, so I'm looking at them like that's the first time I've seen them.
Yeah, we just ran through them quick at the end of the show last time.
I must have been real hungry.
Yeah, no, there's our picks of the week last time, and it's now at 6:59. This has been the CharCole Sports Show here on KAOR 91.1 in Vermilion. As far as we know, we will be back next week, right? Because you won't be gone yet?
No.
Next Wednesday?
Ooh, yes, I will be gone. I will be in the car. We're going to, or no, we're not. We're leaving Thursday morning, so I will be back.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you should be there.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah.
I would keep thinking we're going to Minneapolis. We're not.
So we should be here next weekend. If not, we'll check out our Twitter. Thanks for tuning in. He's been Charlie Prien. I've been Cole Larsch.
I've been.
Everybody have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you enjoyed the nice weather.